The ACE Forum is an organisation that was established to provide a vehicle for black businesses in Berkshire and Thames Valley, an opportunity for them to develop and to grow. Our aim is to support, to provide training and to provide a community of black business people.
We're here at the monthly African Caribbean Enterprise Forum, otherwise known as the ACE Forum. I asked the delegates from a variety of backgrounds how they became involved.
I came along to the very first ACE Forum networking event. I had an idea about setting up my own business. I was very nervous and I actually wasn't sure or certain that it was a viable business. At the first event, I met the chairperson at the time who had actually set up the organisation, and he inspired me. So since that time, because my business is about empowering people to achieve their dreams and their goals, it's almost the basis of what the ACE Forum are trying to do in terms of supporting other black people. So it's sort of there's synergies there.
My road to get here was to meet people within the area that I live in, black people that run their own businesses, and find out what they're doing and networking with them to find out how I can help them and how they can help myself.
Definitely meeting more people and more black people as well. Because wherever you can, you always like to try and meet your own and and give back to your own as well. So it's really nice that it's this sort of form where you can meet more black people, more black business people.
I came involved in the ACE Forum because I was a Business Link champion. I was living in Reading and Business Link chose certain businesses to sit on a group, and then they took us through certain training and we became Business Link champions. I came to an event and somebody was there that wanted to set up the ACE Forum, and that's how I got involved.
Over a wonderful meal, we discussed many of our experiences and the main challenges affecting black businesses in general.
It's exposure, really. It's building awareness that we can be as credible as anyone else, that we can be as successful as anyone else, and that we have talent. There are lots of preconceptions out there about black business, how we do business, how we operate.
I think it's hard to get your name out there, and I think that's why these sort of forums are good. Really, to be successful, it is getting your name out there. It's not about advertising and stuff, just getting yourself out there and getting people to know you, getting people to trust you.
Initially, it's around funding, having the finances to actually get their business off the ground. Also, I think in some ways being taken seriously, because some of our ideas are not necessarily mainstream, and for us to actually realise those dreams and to make those things happen, I think it takes a lot of encouragement and support for other people within the black community to do that.
I would say understanding what you want and what you can actually be entitled to. It's easy enough knowing what you want, going out there and running a business, but how are you going to achieve it? The paperwork behind it, and understanding what you need to be able to go out there and do it.
The main challenges are, one, I think, is that far too often the black business is set up just for black clients. When you look in the community, we're probably about 8%, depending on where, and you're talking about there's another 92% of people that are not black. But if you're just cutting Afro hair, you're just looking for the 8%. I think one of the challenges are that we must set up businesses that are really open for everyone to come to and everyone to partake in.
Let's look in the regions. Let's look national. Let's even look international. Let that be part of the vision. There's a lot of businesses here that a lot of connections worldwide. Let's use them. Let's sit down and bid for contracts together. Do you see what I mean? Let's sit down and negotiate how we can work together, not in isolation. You may be an accountant, I might be a marketeer. Let's work together. We're in completely different areas, but working together, we can get a lot of work. And that's how I'd like to see a lot of the black business thinking.
All in all, it was a very enlightening experience, one that I think many black businesses and entrepreneurs could benefit from.
I'm pleased. We've got almost 20 people here, I think. We established tonight's event fairly quickly. I'm really happy with the turnout because we've got a real mix of people. We have young people who are either just thinking about starting up or who are in business. We have people who have been trading for a while. We've also got some very well established business people here as well.
I thought it was brilliant actually. I thought it was really nice. You know, I came at it from, oh yes it's business and yes I would like to generate more business, but I've come at it from an angle of making new friends and then hopefully, you know, that will lead on to me getting more business.
It's nice to be sitting next to some younger members that are maybe starting out in their business and I can give them some help and advice. I like to give back, so yeah, that's been the main aspect of my evening I've enjoyed.
Far too often we just hear all the negative things about our community, and it's nice to meet some positive business people. So I think in terms of meeting people that, you know, I could probably do some work with in the future that could help signpost me, that's where it's benefiting.
And how about the future? We asked, how do you see the ACE Forum developing?
I see it is a lot of black people of my age group. We are the first generation in a lot of ways because my parents, for example, didn't have a business. Like if you look at the Asian community, they're often grown up into businesses, so it's natural for them. And what I'd like to see is that it's a normal part of everyday life for young black people to want to go into business. I don't feel that we should be there having to encourage them and having them to think about going. It should be a natural part of their everyday life.
I think that there's a lot more to be developed within the forum in terms of putting together workshops, programs to help each other, networks, so that we can all develop and help each other. So.
Well, I think it will develop and it will definitely grow and get bigger. The more, you know, the more people get to hear about it. And I know they've got a business plan that they're working towards. And I think it will be really successful.
I see more collaboration. As a black business owner, I've got 2 or 3 black clients, but I don't have any black suppliers, for instance. And we need an area or some way of being able to connect and link with each other. And the forum has that as its one of its remits, is to help people and introduce people. So that's where I see it moving towards.
It's actually quite rosy. I think there's a lot of black people coming up now that are really ambitious and really want to do well. And I think they will, definitely. You're seeing it and you're seeing more people coming through. And I think hopefully we'll be like the Asians, where they're really successful. Hopefully we'll be like that.
And we need to get up and say, well, okay, we're going to really take a piece of the pie. We're going to find out every single local authority, every single regional development agency. We want to know how much money you've got, how much money is going out to business, what's the percentage of black business in that area, and you need to make sure that the percentage of black business, the percentage of money goes to them, and then we will no longer be hard to reach.
Wise words. Thank you very much.
Thank you much. All right. Thank you.